SATIB 24 Crisis Call is an incident management service. It's a 24/7, 365 operations center that's manned by security and medical experts who operate incidents and evacuations throughout Africa and remote areas around the world. For SATIB clients, all SATIB clients, SATIB 24 is available in terms of the incident management service. For those who are in South Africa, we've bolted on an evacuation cover or an insurance cover that includes evacuation, medical expenses, trauma counseling, accommodation for next of kin, media management costs if it gets into social media, etc. For those who are non-South African clients, the evacuation costs do increase somewhat, so we ask them to take out a separate evacuation policy to cover those costs that they might incur. They can be quite exorbitant. SATIB 24 has been going for 10 years, and in early 2018 we decided to create a far more robust solution. And that was based on primarily four different aspects. The first being geographical. A lot of our clients were expanding both throughout Africa as a continent into new territories and then also around the globe. Secondly, the risk environment changed to include both security and terrorism risks, so it extended beyond the medical risk. Thirdly, with over 4,000, 5,000 locations that we respond to in terms of our clients' locations where they operate, their lodges, hotels, and vehicle operations, we needed far more redundancy. We needed to be able to respond to multiple incidents on any one day throughout the continent, and in fact, as I mentioned earlier, geographically around the globe. And then fourthly, and this probably speaks to all of our businesses, is the need for far greater technology to advance the value of this particular service offering. So technology for us means incredibly robust telecommunication systems. It means layers of information that have been previously unavailable in terms of clinics, airstrips, emergency services, security services, right down to the finer detail of a gravel strip in Mpumalanga or whatever the case might be. So those are the four main reasons why SATIB 24 has turned into a far more robust solution for all of our clients around, not only in Africa, but around the globe. Basically, any incident where there's a threat of loss of life, limb, property, financial loss, or even more commonly these days is a threat of reputational damage. Examples of these could be obviously medical or security emergencies. They could be car accidents, there could be armed robberies, it could be a rape or a hijacking, missing persons. It could be a social media threat where there's a potential for reputational damage. All of these would constitute in emergency incidents. There are three very important reasons why you should subscribe to the services of an incident management center and not just your average call center. The first being that the lives and well-being of your guests, of your travelers, are dependent on the right decisions being made. And that is where the experts obviously come into play. Secondly, you have a duty of care to make sure that people have access to experts in that field, medical or security. And thirdly, you need to transfer the liability. Right now, if your teams are managing incidents, making decisions, they're shouldering their liability themselves. The moment you call SATIB 24, that liability transfers through to our team.